Gerone Wright here, and once again you're joining me on my Gerone Wright YouTube channel. Okay, I have an image up here. We're back in space in this video, and I have an image here of the Crab Nebula, and in space there. All right, I have another video out on the Crab Nebula where I showed you where there was a lion and a guy sitting on this lion's face, and a bunch of holographic images pretty much that actually is being shown in there. And this is pretty much the image right there that I have of that that is actually depicted in space. Here there's the open mouth of the lion, the lion's nose. It's like a screaming lion. There's an eye, and it's holographic images. Let me see if I can show you. Oh, here's the guy that's sitting on the lion's cheek right there. You see that alien looking being right there? He's sitting like in a Buddha position on the cheek of the lion. Okay, and this is the alien looking figure. I'm gonna bring that in a little closer. You can see the eyes there, and here's the face. Okay, and this being is in a postured position that is describable. Okay, and I have the video on that. I'm not gonna go back in there. Okay, but this is what the image looked like pulled away. There's 8 figures in there, as you can see, highlighted over here. I have it highlighted there, but this is just to give you an idea. You see it almost look like a cat. You see that now that I showed you? The mouth, the nose, the eye. Well, this is a mirrored image of that same image right there now. I have it printed as well too. And printing it doesn't really show what, I don't know if you got a glare on the what you call it, but here's a printed image of that. Okay, and I'm going to show you some amazing things in the mirrored image of what is going on here in the Crab Nebula. It's my position that there's holographic images, readable, legible holographic images that can be read based on informations that came from previous worlds. I know how this information got there. I know what it is describing, and pretty much that's it in a nutshell. I mean, this information is stored information, almost like a recording. Okay, but I'm going to tell you that this, what I'm going to show you now, is absolutely stunning, and it's going to blow you away. Guy that I've been working with, Mike, I directed him to mirror this image for me. Mike has no idea that when he mirrors these images, I'm already reading the images before. When I direct him to mirroring them, he doesn't realize that I already know what I'm looking for, because based on my other finds. So this is a find that I've actually made, but not in the mirrored sense. So when he mirrored it, immediately my eyes focus in on what is actually there. And all I have to do is bring to you an amazing video to describe what is going on. Now, let me show you something. Focus in on this object right here. There's the nostril, there's the cheek, I'm coming around, there's an eye, going around the eye, coming around the cranial of the head, coming back around here, another eye coming around. Eye, nose area, nostril, mouth, chin area. Do you know what this is right here? It is a horse, the head of a horse. Bulging eye, nostril, mouth, chin. It actually has other stuff down here. I'm going to show you what that is. Do you know what this is? It's a horse, but not just any horse. It's a descriptive horse of a certain location. This horse is consistent with ceremonial horses that are in India. Let me show you something. Let me show you a ceremonial horse. Alrighty then. You see this right here, people? This is a Indian ceremonial horse dubbed with a crown. You see the crown there? You see this piece coming over the nose? Look at that, people. You see this? This image is in the eagle. I mean, not the eagle, but in the Crab Nebula in space. Look at that. The crown and all. This image, which is described in Indian ceremonial horse dressing, is the same thing that is in space. Let's go back to space now, because it gets better than that. Try to get this. I hope I don't lose this. Now, here's the crown, people, right here. Look at the crown right there on top of the horse's head, almost like a diamond sapphire, or right there. But this is the crown right here. This, look, follow my, I'm going to draw the crown for you. Watch this. There's like points on the crown coming out. Every mark you see me making, this creates, I can draw this image. In fact, I have the image right there. Let me show you what the crown looks like. Bear with me and look at that image for a minute, people. I'm going to draw the crown out for you. Oh gosh, my marker's dead here. I'm gonna put the crown. Give you an idea. What you're looking at. I'm going to give you an idea of what you're looking at here with the crown. Matter of fact, let me draw the horse's whole head out right while I'm here. Eye of the horse. And there's a ceremonial strap across the nostril of the horse. I'm doing this real quick, people. I could actually make better images, but just to give you an idea what we're dealing with, I'm going to draw it out real quick. All right, how about the mouth of the horse? Here's the horse. The nostrils. Why am I losing the nostrils on the horse? Oh, I went down too far, I guess. All right. Just to give you an idea. Just to give you an idea so you can see what you're looking at. See the crown? That's the face of the horse. Nostrils. You see that right there? This here, ceremonial dressing, right there. You're not getting a glare, are you, people? I'm going to make sure that I got this out for you. I'm going to back off some. Here is a ceremonial dressing across the nostril area of the horse. It even has almost like a ceremonial dressing right here at the actual nostrils of the horse. You see it down there? Here's the snout, the horse's snout. Here's the nostrils. Okay, the mouth. Here's like a crown across the middle area of the snout. You see it there? And then we have the actual, not like a crown, like a band, like a strap. And then you have the actual crowns with a diamond on it right here on the horse's head. And then you have the eyes off to either side. Now, this gets amazing because at the eyes, I'm going to bring that in closer because I want to see if you'll be able to see that. I'm going to bring this in closer because I know this is not the best way. It might lose you on the glare. You know what? I do have this in kind of close anyway. I wonder if I brought it back. Would you? I'm going to bring it away some, people, so you can actually see and then slide it in because maybe smaller is better. I'm going to do a couple different resolutions for you. Okay, so I'm going to move you around. But at the eye of the horse, What is happening here is coming out of the eyeball is a like a vein, a snaking vein that comes out of the eyeball of the horse, and guess where it goes? Into the mouth of an ape being, which is right here, which is describing genetic bridging over horse and ape right here on either side. Look at either side of the eye. There's a snaking vein coming out of the eye right there, and then into the mouth and nostril area of that of an ape right there at the horse's side of the horse's face. Now, for those of you that find that incredible to believe, let me take you to the larger images of the ape. Not just any ape, but the first ape that I ever described, which is that of the reptilian ape. Okay, the reptilian ape is right here, off to either side. Here's the mouth. Here's the bottom mouth area. Here's the top area of the reptilian ape. Here's the reptilian ape's eyes. There's the cranial. And there's the entire head. And we have one on both sides here, facing in towards the horse. Now, it gets even better yet because it shows us not just this horse, but we're talking about this is a descriptive nebulae mass, which is telling us that a reptilian ape bridged over horse created different likenesses and mutations of mankind. And this is describing it here in this scenario. Now, you have the ape there. Look down to the bottom right here. There is a horse/bull figure here, coming in on this direction from both sides. There's the snout. Look again. Here's a ceremonial band. There's the eye. Here's the ear area. Here's the neck. And you can see it right there. And on the back of it, am I losing you here? On the back of it is a mutation. Look, facing in this direction on the snout of this horse. Here, you have a ape over a horse/bull figure facing in. Now, look here. I wonder if you can see that when I'm drawing out here to you, because this actually gets good. Because I'm gonna come back. Let me come back a little bit, and then I'm gonna give you another resolution. Hold on, people, so you can be in there with me. I'm gonna bring you in closer. Now, I'm going to do this again so you can see this. There's the eyes of the horse, the bigger horse that I was telling you. See the sapphire like ruby thing right there in the center of the horse's head? See all of this here, the banding all across the snout of the horse? See the horse's nostrils? You see that? There's another mutation down there as well too. But right here, I wonder if you can see that. Here's the cranial of another horse, the ear. Here's a ceremonial band there. There's an eye coming down the snout of the horse, over top of the nose area of the horse, coming around the horse's mouth. And see how this creates the chin and neck area of the horse? And on the back of that horse are other mutations on both sides that can be realized. Oh yeah, you can probably get it. And you guys are probably seeing men. You're probably seeing a bunch of other things, because to each dimension that you are looking at this, another dimension is produced of an image. So this is why I love this shit. I mean, this is just amazing, because not only am I giving it to you from one sense of dimension, from it being mirrored, but off of one screen transferred to another screen, creating 3 and 4 and 5 different dimensions that produces other existences through those dimensions. The images are produced. All right. Now, I want to see if you see this guy, and it might be too much light for you to see. Let me see. Oh, I can't cover that up. I think that you might not be able to see that guy right there. No, you can't, because it's too much light. I can almost see a glare. So I'm going to see if I can back it off for you. No, you're not going to be able to see that. Some of these things you can't see, people. you would have to be here right next to me. It's amazing that all that can be seen right here. But you can't see what I see here because it is just, but you can see, okay, you do see the ape though coming in on both sides. Here you see this one clear because I'm looking back at the screen. The mouth, the bottom lip, nostril area, eye socket, there's the head. Okay, let me see if you can see the horse is clear. I got to look back at the screen to see. Oh yeah, you can see the horse because there's the top of the ear right there because I'm looking back at my screen and seeing it. I'm going to try to, okay, so this is the snout. There's the eye of the horse. There's the ceremonial band. Here's the snout. There's the mouth. See the horse's head there, people? Off on both sides. This is a mirrored image of the Crab Nebula, and it is describing creation as it existed on planets. Information that is stored in these nebula masses. These cloud nebula masses are recordings of what transpired in worlds. So, amazingly, you have people and cultures creating, worshiping animals like they are gods. And this, all of this you see here, these ceremonial straps across the nose, all of this looking like a sapphire going up the head, and then look, a crown is the same identical thing that's in space. Identical, almost. You know what I mean? Almost identical. This creature, let me get me an ape image up. Here it is here. People, this creature is depicted in space alongside of images of this creature describing how people got changed from one likeness to another. And by the way, too, people, with the Crab Nebula being looked upon just with the natural sense, there are lions there. There are other mutations there. There's bulls there. It describes how there was a transformation with mankind, which calls for different likenesses of monkey, ape, and man. And it shows us how from one likeness of mankind and monkey kind came the next through genetic altering and through genetic bridging. And the record is quite clear as it almost, well, this is just showing us pictures, but it tells us and describes to us how we got from these likenesses here to these likenesses here from each continent. And it's all recorded in space and in our world too, if you know what you're looking for. But people, it's amazing that you have a cultural group worshiping animals as if they're gods, and then at a click of a button, I can bring us to a place in space that gives us the same creature with the ceremonial bands there, the crown. I can color this in, people, and make a fascinating piece of artwork. And this is what those Renaissance artists, Da Vinci and all of them, these people that was creating all that amazing artwork and those mirrored images, this is what this was all about. Somewhere along the line, somebody realized, but this is in space, so they didn't have this back then. I can make you the most amazingest artwork from this, and which I probably end up doing. But anyway, to make a long story short, in our world, in the artwork that our ancient ancestors created, there were images like this, and this is how today's artwork is a reflection of what we're witnessing here. This is the big secret about everything, people. This is all about, who our genetic identities are, how we came to be, where we're going physically and spiritually, where our information is at. Information is not lost. All this information, what is going on in our world today, is a big recording of a larger scenario where this stuff is being sent, delivered upon into space to place into other areas. And I know how it's being done. Look at this image, people. I don't know. I'm going to have to play this video back to see what, but I know that I'm getting a glare, but I'm going to tell you something. To be here with me alongside of me and see these snakes, these veins coming out of the horse's eye right there. I wonder if you can actually, coming out of the horse's eye and into the ape's mouth area, showing you a genetic bridging over that creature. And then there's other creatures all through here, you could probably even see the faces here. Can you see a face right there? Multi-dimensional. I can see it. Eye socket, nose, mouth, a complete head. And by the time you look at just the one face, you realize that there's another one facing off away from it. Faces almost to the sense, this is an image of something that you would almost see like Ezekiel, like a wheel with many other creatures in it, like a four-headed creature. Except for this, I mean, if I had to just place a number on it, there's hundreds of multi-dimensional creatures in here. Now, let me take you to what is in the center here. Now, oh shit, I drew on, well, you can't see it anyway here. This image, I wonder if I could take a picture of that and send that to my, you know what, let me try taking a picture. I wonder if I can do that. If you focus in here, in the middle, there's a gown being. And you wouldn't believe what this gown being is. Arms stretched out this way, arms stretched out. There's a Merlin-like creature, or being here, with an arm stretched out to either side. That being is standing on this strap, the ceremonial strap across the bridge of the nose of the horse. Okay? Wearing almost like a medallion right there. And arms stretched out like if, behold, look at what I've created. And that's what this is stating right there. Then when you go up top, similar suggestions all through up top here of this creature. This entire mass is creating holographic images, multi-dimensional images that show you other beings. Then if you want to take it in a larger sense, there's an eye looking at you. There's an eye looking at you. Eyebrow, and the whole thing becomes a whole nother face, a mutation. Showing you. And then you know what the entire mass produces? Besides the horse and the apes and these figure, look at the face up there. Can you see the face right there, people? You know what this is? You know what this celestial gas matter is? Besides being a celestial gas matter and a nebula. You know what this is suggesting? This is nothing less than looking in a microscope and witnessing that of like a stem cell or a cell. Living existences, microorganisms, but in a larger than life scenario. This is on a sense of being that, and what this is what, if I had to take a wild guess, I know the Carina Nebula is like 1.7 million or 1.7 billion light years and width, length and all of that. So let's just give this a roundabout number. Let's just give this like 200 million light years in diameter and width. Okay, this is how big this is. Our planet wouldn't fit in a speck, a pinprick in here. Now, it's my position that what is happening, what is being described here, what is being shown here, what is being caused is that this microorganism is in a much larger body of existence that we describe as being space, but being inside of that, of yet another body, where this is a living microorganism, a manifestation going on in another body. And this is the reason why I understand what is happening in space. People, to be here beside me, to see this and witness what is here is amazing. You cannot see the face in this man. I can almost draw this out for you if I didn't. Oh, I'm supposed to be taking a picture. Sit there and look at that for a minute while I find my phone. I'm going to see if I can take a picture of that and then take an I'm going to see if I can take a picture and then show you. Oh yeah, I possibly can. I'm going to take a picture. Oh yeah. You could probably. Too close. Okay. Let me try that and see what happens. This is going to give it to you from another dimension. And rather than me trying to, you can see the horse better. That's for sure. I'm going to hold this up. My phone. Nope, you can't do it. You can't do it. All right. I'm going to try to. I wish you guys were here beside with me with this and seeing this. This is just absolutely amazing. Yep, this is absolutely amazing. Yep, and I just want to make sure that you guys are getting this. And is there anything else that I want to describe and show you in this before I close out? You know, I'm gonna close this image out and show you, but I'm gonna tell you something, people. This is amazing. You're witnessing something that is truly and absolutely amazing, because not only do you have the ceremony images of horses, you have mutations. There's a mouth there. I mean, you possibly can't see it. There's a cat down here at the mouth of the horse, showing you that the genes were taken in. This horse was taken in through the monkey, through the ape, and through the lion, the cat family. And there was a mutations, changes, genetic changes. And all across the globe, especially in ancient Egypt, you see these gods. You see cat gods, you see ape gods, you see horse gods, you see all of these different gods. And then this comes and describes something that is surreal, as it all being true. Then you have Egyptians having symbolization as the stars being heavens. Well, people, if this is describing heavenly scenarios of the creation of mankind with that of mankind with that of animal kind, creature kind, and showing you an extension of life that is going on right here in our world, then think. No one has never brought you such fascinating information relating to this except for I. Through a genuine paranormal experience and encounter. And now, thanks to a mic for mirroring this image for me at my direction, here, I'm showing you, look, the mouth, the nostril, the snout, a ceremonial band with another creature in the middle, the bridge of the nose of the snout, the eye, the forehead, and a horse wearing a crown with a cat, mind you, incorporated. A cat incorporated into the snout of the horse. Apes off to the either side. A bull and a horse here. You can see the horse. Here. Mutations off to the sides. And I'm telling you that it is a picture perfect image of what is here. The same crown there, the same ceremonial bands here, except that it has a sapphire there, but the same exact scenario of the ceremonial horse, except in space, we have a cat creature, lion creature. Well, I would say more or less like a cat, like a lion, like a tiger. That's what that looks like, not specifically a lion, but there are lions in there now, because in the original image I have found a lion, but a lion incorporated into this mouth area in space, monkeys off to either side, other horses coming in with bulls, showing you how this creature is contributed to the genetic of becoming of mankind, and how it was done. A genetic holy grail depicted in space. And it all is described, not in graphic detail like this though, because nobody has ever been privileged to have this information. What was left behind by our ancient ancestors, ancient rooted religion have, and ancient rooted royalty has, meaning the Vatican, even globally, with all of our Asian, Japan, Germany, these people have this, if not this information specifically, but what was left behind in our world by our ancient ancestors. These people lied to us and pretend like they don't know what the hell is going on and turn this into something divine. This is an exclusive of something that is never been before touched upon. This is the truth. What you are witnessing as something of first being given to you, directly to you, taken from my screen directly to your home where you can see it all. This knowledge was something that was meant for all people to have and to be understood and to be conceived to be what they wanted it to be conceived to be. You have a select few of people that have taken this information, not this, but was left behind in our world. They have stolen it and put their interpretation on it, their spin on it, and delivered it back upon to you as being in the guise of religion and royalty, where you have to worship them in order to get bits and pieces of an understanding of some sort of higher power. Well, through this, I cut out the middleman. I sever that umbilical cord and give you directly understanding beyond anything that you ever would know or come to know unless otherwise shown you directly. So ask your people that you worship, that sell you on ideas, to outdo this. Through each nebulae mass in space, I can do the same exact thing. In other words, I can read through the fabric of space and give you the evolutionary passage of existences, celestial existences that were previously before us and going to be after, and I can show you directions. In other words, I can show you direction through these masses. My name is Gerone Wright. You're watching my Geronification channel, and I want to bring this guy in because I am upset because I'm going to try to show him to you. I'm going to bring him in, and I want you to see him. I can see him clear. Here's his bottom chin. there. There's his mouth. Here's his eye. There's his eye. He's wearing a mask. He's under the ceremonial band here. But chin, mouth, his nose is underneath here. There's his eye. There's his eye. And this is his complete face. And he's on the snout of the horse right there. And this image, and there's other images coming in here. A king-like figure wearing a crown there on either side there. People, this is absolutely amazing. I'm gonna print this out and I'm gonna draw this. I'm gonna put this thing together and I'm gonna draw an image out of this. And all up through the top, look at this. You know what this is? This is like almost like an emerald. And it's like an emerald crystal ball that is boasting of its information, illuminating out. It's like a crystal ball, an emerald crystal ball with information coming out back at us. Look at that, people. Look at that. You have a horse. Eye. Snaking objects coming out, a vein coming out of his eye into the mouth of an ape, showing you this mutation. Showing you what is going on. A genetic grail in space. What is more revealing and obvious and important than this? A cat in the snout of the horse. What do you think that is stating? That this horse took in the genetics of this cat. How? The blood, the semen, to genetically alter this being, to create other beings. The ape, the same exact thing is described. How do you think these genetics got into that beast? The blood, the semen. These were oral ingested genetic manipulations and bridgings that occurred with our ancestors that caused for the existence that we have become today. Why do you think when you go for communion, you hear them say the body of Jesus and the blood of Jesus? Implying they're giving you the blood of Jesus. And what is the body of Jesus? You're not eating his skin and stuff. The body of Jesus is his semen. His sperm. This is all that's being implied here. People, our world is going to change. Our world is going to change. Our world is going to change. My name is Gerone Wright. You're watching my Gerone Wright YouTube channel. I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to end this video here. I'm going to back away. In fact, I'm going to go back slow. Look, I'm going to go back slow and give you an idea. Look at that. I'm going to go back. See it get darker. I'm going to back up some. A little bit more. Look how you see these images. Look, see it? Another light change. You see that? Can you see that Merlin character right there with his arms outstretched right there saying, behold? In fact, I thought his arms was held up high. They're actually right here. Because there's his shoulder there and the arms is held up. Like, behold, look what I've given you. There's the head there. It's in the sapphire light that's on it. In fact, there's an alien up there. There's an alien looking creature right here. What we know to be our aliens. I'm going to bring that up closer. Hold on. See that Merlin looking character? My long johns just came down like if somebody came up behind me and pulled them down. Let me find out these beings is right here next to me. I have my long johns on me and they look around my waist with the spandex and everything and they just came down. I felt them sliding down. I was like, wow, what the hell? They pull these things back up. Alright, I can't get in there. I don't know if you're seeing this the way I am, but I'm going to find out. But people all through here are legible images of beings. All through here, you can see them going off in every direction. And people, this is just absolutely stunning. Oh, you can probably see the horse's eye real good, right? Oh yeah, there's the horse's eye right there. And this object here is a vein, a snaky-like vein coming out of there. And in fact, now that I'm closer, the horse's eye has another being in it with the vein coming out of that being's mouth through the horse and then going into another right there. People, this is just absolutely stunning. This is, I mean, it doesn't get no better than this. And then and again, it does always with me. But look at the horse's snout. Look at the horse's mouth. Look at this here. Look at the snouts. Probably up too close for you to realize the cat now. But the cat is there. There's the mouth. But the cat is down here incorporated into it. But look at this. The snout of the horse. Look at that. It reminds me of a crown, but it's actually a band going around the horse's midsection of his snout right here. And then there's a guy right there looking at you. Let me see if you can see that guy. Now the guy is blurred out. But look at the horse's face. Look at this. Look at this, people. This is great. And look at the crown. Crown. Look at that. Produced by. Look at that, people. Absolutely amazing. And the image that it produces is identical to what you see here. Breathtaking. The Indian people are worshiping horses in ceremonies. And then I'm showing you the same image in space. My name is Gerone Wright. You're watching my Gerone Wright YouTube channel. Share the video, please, people. Thank you.